Hello, everybody. Welcome to another happy Wednesday, and where we get together with Rob and John, the president and the vice president of the FL Pullers, and we bring some pullers on as well. And we are obviously promoting the Zellwood Super Pull, February 3rd through 4th.
Wow. Usually us going out. Sure he knows he went out.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, he may have
Like-
bad.
Like get on a phone call, get on a phone call and realizing it dies, and you just keep talking.
You can see it like working, so I don't know if there's the crew right there just coming in.
There's the boys.
Yeah. That's Jacob and Brandon that just chimed in. Y'all see them down there.
Yeah.
No.
That's Johnny's boys. They're the workers at the track.
Okay.
You'll see them all over the place up there.
All right. Well, does old Snake do anything?
Not during the pull. He pulls.
Yeah.
He
Just
pulls.
runs his mouth.
Oh no, he wouldn't do that.
Jason's laptop battery died. He's trying to find his charger.
No.
He just found out they brought the wrong charging cord, he said.
Everybody's had battery issues between all these lives.
Yeah.
We got ours just plugged straight into the wall, so we hopefully we won't have any issues.
Rob,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When y'all get it down here,
What'd you say?
what time? What day y'all plan on coming down?
Probably Thursday morning.
Yeah, it'd be. Well, when you off work.
Yeah, I get off of a night shift run at work. We'll be coming down, leaving Thursday morning, so it's about a 12-hour drive.
Okay.
Later on that night, Thursday.
All right. Y'all found a place to stay, or y'all gonna be staying on the grounds?
Just be staying in the race trailer on the grounds, roughing it.
All right.
Perfect.
Good deal. Good deal. So y'all are coming in Thursday night. Johnny will be up there. So
All right.
Okay.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be up there either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be putting my camper up there and staying for the week.
I got you.
All right.
We're good, thank you.
So anytime, I mean, y'all whenever you get down there, just let them,
All right.
go.
All right.
Yeah, we've been to Rob's house before, so we go over and spend the night with him, maybe.
Yeah, not too far from Rob's. About what, 10 miles from Rob's house?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very far from the track. Definitely a place to go take a shower and everything else. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to stay a couple days, your stuff will be safe at the track. We'll have some other people staying a few nights after school. So
Yeah.
that'd be just another. Y'all want to stay around, go to Disney World or SeaWorld or something like that? Y'all are more than welcome to park your stuff there at the track. So
Okay.
All right. Well, we remember that.
yeah.
2 years ago, we came down. Well, we watched that other pool, Old Cali. We spent a week down there over at Ormond Beach. And one visited Rob, just hung out with him a while.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first time we met Rob.
I'm sure he enjoys
Oh yeah. Wound up buying some stuff from him. So.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
it. Uh-oh.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
So I'm eating a little crow. I've been picking on John and Rob about technology forever. And guess who's doing the show on their phone? This guy. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. So I got a new laptop for vacation, and I'm down in Miami, and I brought the wrong charger cord. And I watched my computer start flashing, and then right as I was talking to you guys, opening up the show. So I feel like a putz right now, but you know what? It could be worse. So it could be worse. So
You notice what happened.
okay, it's all good. So good. It's pretty impressive, isn't it, guys? Pretty impressive. So can you hear me okay? Is this working on the phone?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, John, Rob, where are we at? I don't want to jump into your guys' awesome
Just kind of
interview
talk
here.
a little bit with Rick and Austin there. Nothing real major.
We were just
That's
talking
okay.
about when they could come in. If they wanted to leave the rig at the track and stay a couple days more or something like that, they could more than welcome and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's really what we need to start touching on because we're legitimately like 2 weeks away from this and starting to get things going. People, if they are going to pull in Ocala or if they're going to another event down here, with the big snowstorm in the Midwest, guys, I always give you guys a shout out for pulling. And I had a lot of people in Shipshewana asking me about Zellwood and when they could bring the tractor down or the truck down there, what classes they had. And, I gave out your numbers to different people and things like that. So it's all good. It's all good. So.
Yeah.
Gary Holton says, he said, I sent a message through the site question about entry for February 3rd and 4th. Jacob or Brandon, did you guys see that at all? Gary Holton's message?
I'm looking right now.
Uh-oh.
I don't see anything.
Looked recently. I hadn't seen it. I don't look at that stuff.
Okay.
I don't
Gary,
see-
if you could, Gary, John, again, I'm on my phone. I don't have my normal, okay, Steve says, don't, but mom might. Okay. Gary, we're going to find that before we get it figured out. Sounds like Gary's trying to get registered on the website at flpullers.com. So get everything going there. Ricky and Austin, have you guys pulled in Zellwood before?
Oh, no.
Okay. So how'd you hear about the Zellwood event, February 3rd and 4th?
Well, internet and Rob Rasnick, he keeps us up to date on stuff.
Yeah, we went. That's what we was talking about with John and Rob a while ago. A couple years ago, we went down to Florida and watched the other pool that goes on down there, and we found out, with Rob that it used to be. I think your guys' pool was the weekend before Ocala, and then now it's kind of reversed. But we said, well, we're gonna put that kind of on the bucket list and try to make it. And I know we've got his ready. I did a complete tear down on mine and new paint, and some engine stuff, transmission, and I'm really hoping to get everything finished on it to have it ready for Zellwood this year. But we'll have to see him. Here's the hoping, I guess.
Yep. So if I had my laptop, I would put your Facebook page up on here right now and show off your tractors and stuff like that. But I'm a putz, and John and Rob are going to fire me. But they're going to wait till after the show. They'll probably wait till after the event to let me go. But it'll be graceful. It's all good like that. But go to Austin created a Facebook group last night called Family Affairs Pulling Team. And both their tractors are right up there on the top of it and different things like that. So right out of the gate. If you're watching right now, please share this around. Again, we're doing these lives every week to keep people updated, to keep people informed, obviously, and then just grow more awareness about the event. And we can't do it without you, pulling fans, pullers, sharing this around like your personal pages, groups and stuff that you participate in, likes, comments, and different things. So also, if you could, if you have any questions for John or Rob, our president and vice president, or Ricky and Austin, just type them into the comments there. That'd be great. And I'll put them up there. I don't know if I can put them on the screen on my phone or not. I've never ran the show from my phone before. And again, this is total karma because I always pick on John and Rob about running on their phone. So as soon as it died, I thought, oh, Rob's going to get me good. So it's Rob 1. Austin, do you know how Rob 1 and Rob 2 work? Do you know the whole story behind that?
No, I don't guess I've heard that one.
Yeah. So, and Steve, we are live on YouTube. I've been having a hard time streaming to the one channel, so I created another channel, BMPT Promotions. So you should be able to find it over there, but I can post there. And then I did, Austin, I did share this live link to your personal Facebook group as well. So it's all good. So it's all good. Rob Snake says, Rob 2, because I do that just to wind him up a little bit. He wants Ricky's autograph. So Ricky, do you have any good Rob Rasnick stories? Because it's best to pick on Rob when he can't reply, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, I really don't know a lot about it. I don't.
We went to the first time we went down to Florida. When I talked to him, I was looking for some CPEX and some wheels to put on my chassis, and we went over and hung out with Rob. And I think it was a weeknight.
Yeah.
it was a weeknight, and then we went to his shop and looking at tires and stuff. And
He talks so much, I don't remember now what all he did.
That's the most honest thing anybody's ever said about the snake. I love it. I love it.
But we shared some stories, shared some drinks, and talked about pulling history. But it's Rob Seltzer was out a lot too this past season, doing some things, trying to figure some things out with new chassis. I mean, heck, Rob was the one that found me a chassis down in Florida, and we went back down to Florida on a 2-day trip down and back, and that's where I bought my chassis at. So we got a lot of love for Rob. I don't know where Rob wants the autograph. That's the real question.
That's what could be scary, if you know what I'm saying. That's what could be scary. Well, there's sober Rob, and then there's fun Rob. Okay, so I'm guessing fun Rob might have you put that autograph somewhere that we can't talk about on a family show like this. It's all good. Chuck Hobbs is commenting from Illinois. He's heading to Lebanon, Missouri for a mini rod pull this Saturday. He says, I'll volunteer myself to drive Austin's new tractor.
Wow.
Chuck's a big proponent of mini rods, does a good job, does some announcing. And then I've been friends with Chuck for a long time. He's part of Tri-County, and then now Megan, his wife, drives their tractor, the Leprechaun, quite a bit. So pretty good stuff there.
He comes and pulls with us at our winter pool, and
he was down at that Kentucky one a couple weeks ago, wasn't he? So,
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. I can't believe my camera died. My computer died. This is so funny.
I can't believe you didn't bring the right cord, Jason.
Yeah, I'm a little the person that I bought this laptop from is gonna get a little sand. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's all good. So you'd think the cord the cord in the box would work, right? I mean, I'm a tractor puller. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but you think that would be enough. So.
I bet you'll be finding the Best Buy tomorrow, won't you?
Oh, you bet your butt I am. You bet your butt I am. So, let's see here. Yep, Rob says he'd help you guys again. He said this is a PG show, so that's good. Jay Kent chiming in. Hey guys, JC and Lori are watching from Plant City. So Rob and John, is Jay part of your guys? Is part of the FL Pullers?
Actually, Jay used to work audiovisual for 25 years for Tampa Bay Lightning.
Wow.
The year you were down here, remember our PA system took a crap?
Yep.
And he's the man that helped try to get us back up and going enough to where people could somewhat hear us.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jay.
And,
so how far is Plant City from Zellwood, John?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll probably get to see him in a couple weeks?
Yep, he'll be there.
Awesome.
But, and like I said, ever since when the PA system took a crap that weekend, we went through, tore it all out, put all new stuff in, bought a whole new PA system, just completely redid our system.
Gotcha. That's
and
awesome.
JP helped us do it all.
Yep. Good. If anybody has any specific questions about Zellwood, Florida, February 3rd and 4th, parking, registration, classes, anything, please type it in the comments. And I got John and Rob, president, vice president with me. I got Ricky Thurby, Austin Thurby, some mini rod pullers with us as well. And then I have these two young guys here, Jacob and Brandon, to say, what's going on there, fellers?
Well, we figured we'd give y'all something to look at tonight.
I like that. Yeah. So if there's any way we get your two ugly mugs off the screen and just focus on the tractors, is that possible? Or how do we do that? There they go. They listened. I was just picking on them a little bit.
Oh, I take the camera over to the tractors. Okay.
Yep.
I'll get a tour.
Tell us about the tractors, guys. What classes they pull in, who drives them, the names of them, etc.
Me and Jacob drive this one. This is our early 50s Oliver 770. My grandpa, way back in the day, put in a big block in it, and it got a bunch of work done to it. And Jacob and I took it over after Grandpa couldn't drive no more, and we've been pulling it since. It pulls 55 V8 class, 5,500 pound V8 class. It might not look like it, but it's the competitor out there, that's for sure.
If now, could you start it up and rev it up for us, or is that bad on him? I'm being serious now. Is it okay to start him up?
See if it'll crank.
I mean, let's have a little fun here. We're promoting Zellwood, baby.
As long as the
Well, the
battery's
battery's
charged
good.
up.
We've been charging it for a little while now, so it should be good.
It sounds great. It sounds great. Way to charge the batteries up too. That was on the spot. I like that. So.
It's been sitting back there in the shed for a couple of weeks, and we figured, might as well pull them out and show them off a little bit. So we charged the batteries up on them, and we pulled the M out a little while ago and charged its battery all up and everything. And dummy me forgot to check the fuel in it, so it was sitting here warming up, and I ran it out of fuel. So we'll deal with that later, but.
Hey, don't you feel bad? I didn't charge my laptop, and I brought the wrong cord to Florida with me, so don't feel bad.
This is
That's right, Jason. He didn't bring no gas for the M, and he's got an empty gas can. So
yeah, you guys know what? You guys have seen that TikTok, right? You know what's wrong with it? It ain't got no gas in it. You guys seen that TikTok before?
But,
All right, back to you guys. Go ahead.
For a 16-foot bass boat, and it was a friend of ours. He wanted the boat tractor, so it was just kind of a trade-off. Pulls the 55 stock, or because it's got the front weight back bracket, we do 55 antique and open with it. I mean, It's not all that, but it pulls down the track. I put as my dad calls them, my gay blue lights in there, but I think they look good.
I love it. I think that's cool.
I realize that, but to be completely honest, I like it this color. I don't want it that shiny red.
Well, there's only one way to fix that, but I'm not getting involved in that. I don't want to make your dad mad. So.
Got Dad's tractor over there. I'll let Brandon talk to you about that one.
Yeah, Brandon, take us over there.
This one here, me and my dad split it because he can't drive, so I figured.
Thanks, son.
This one years and years now. It's got a 1655 motor in it. It's late 50s, I believe. 55 open and antique class, and he roars that black smoke, and boy, you can't see nothing. The runner.
I like it.
So,
Justin Freeman says bunch of misfits, but that's why we all get along so well. That must be one of your buddies. So,
I don't know who that is, you.
So,
he's
that's
got a pulling truck.
Justin Freeman.
Okay.
So-
Well, good. They look good, guys. They look good.
we didn't even get them out and wash them. They figured it was dark enough. You can't see the dust on them. So
That's good.
we got our lights all out for them and everything. But
You guys, this is like true. This is a true Hollywood production, guys. I like this. I'm impressed.
They're on their phone doing it.
Well, that's good stuff. But they had headlights from the truck shining on the tractors. I'm impressed. They thought this through a little bit. So, Ricky, is your wife Jan? Is that your
Yeah.
wife's name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So her and Rob are kind of bantering in the comments a little bit. Rob asked if you were single, and Jan said no. And then Rob said, and then Jan says, "I'm watching you." So we got. I don't know if Rob knows what he's doing. You might be barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. She's gonna
Well,
come with.
Ricky, she's gonna come with you. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have to have security for Rob. So, Gary Holton is asking more info needs for the Zellwood work weekend. That's this coming weekend, right, Rob and John?
yes.
Okay, can you guys talk about that a little bit? And I'm gonna go back to Ricky and Austin.
Just going to do some more final cleanup before we super pull, get some fence lines cleaned up and stuff like that. Getting some fences taken care of, run all the equipment, make sure everything's good to go. We did pick up a new sponsor. Fields John Deere is going to bring us 3 John Deere tractors this year for grading and pullback, whatever we need them for. So
Awesome.
we're going to go through all of our equipment, make sure the sleds are good. We're still working on our garden tractor sled, which it's going to be back on Saturday.
Later.
So getting some stuff done around the track.
So basically, John, people just show up and start helping. Is that kind of the drill? Or what time?
Yep. I'll be there probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I'm gonna plug my phone in before it dies.
Walk around, pick up stuff. We got a few fence posts to pull out. That's nothing major. We'll have the tractor there, but then we got to do something with the posts and everything. And we're just trying to clean up this manicure it, and hopefully we got everything done. His wife Desiree, the new secretary, she's got the registration booth really looking nice. We still have to finish a ramp on it coming out. We have an entrance door, but the exit door we got to make a platform. We got the ramp and everything. We just got to make a platform coming out there. Just stuff like that, little knick-knack stuff, but stuff that we have to get done.
Yep, totally agree. So I'm gonna go back to the Thurbies a little bit. Ricky, when did you get started pulling and how? Like, was it a family thing with your dad, or did you have a friend? How'd you get started in pulling?
Not just friends. I knew they were pulling the mini rods in our area, and it was around '99 when I bought my first chassis and got it set up. Went over in Missouri, bought the chassis.
Who'd you buy it from?
It was a husband wife team. Their last name were James. They were on at
Bell, Missouri.
Bell, Missouri. That's where it started.
Okay.
We got my own.
Are they still pulling, Austin, or are they still pulling or not anymore?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I know I reached out to a guy to find out who originally had it, and it was out of Garrett, Kansas, and it had a blown small block on it. And I believe it was a guy named Jair Setter.
I know Jer really well. He's a tech official for the Outlaws now.
Mm-hmm. So it's
I'll
his
ask him
old
about
chassis. We still, well, actually, that right there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's actually the side panel when it was called Wild Thing. When Jair had it, the same paint scheme and everything. When it was a blown small block mini. And
Nice.
I found that out a couple of years ago. I posted a picture. And he reached out and was like, "Hey, that's my original mini rod." And he sent us a picture from when it still had the blower motor on it. And I was like, "That's pretty neat."
Yeah, I knew he had a mini rod, but I didn't know where it ended up. That's what's kind of fun to ask sometimes, because you never know where stuff goes, or who had it, or if somebody's still involved in pulling. Pulling's kind of like a disease, and that's truly why my tractor is named the Remedy. You love it, you hate it, but I don't think you ever get completely away from it. Even if you sell your stuff, you still are involved in the sport because of all the good people, And then helping promote this Zellwood pull with John and Rob has been awesome. I've met so many different people like you guys. I mean, I recognize your names obviously from the internet and seeing your guys in results, but to talk to you makes it a lot of fun. So again, if you're just joining us, we've been doing weekly interviews, with John and Rob, our president and VP of FL Pullers, about the Zellwood Super Pull. They have, is it 5 pulls a year or is it 8 pulls a year? I can't remember, John.
8 a year.
8 a year. But this is the big Super Pull fans where there's legit everything from garden tractors to multi-engine modifieds pulling in Zellwood, Florida, Friday, February 3rd, Saturday, February 4th. The afternoon show is going to start at 1. And that's going to be focused more on the mini rods, the smaller mini rods, and the garden tractors and the antiques. And then at 6 o'clock each night will be the big show. So that's what's going to make it fun. And the idea of pulling in Florida in the winter is, you have your local pullers from Florida, and then you get everybody to come down from the Midwest and the East where it's cold and snowy, and they go tractor pulling for a couple weekends. And then they also get to go to Disneyland or, whatever else you want to do in Florida where the weather's warm. So it's vacation with a purpose, if you know what I'm saying. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's all good. Austin, what are some of your early memories of tractor pull? Maybe with Dad. Like, when did you kind of get the bug?
I can remember as a kid for years and years, we always went to the farm machinery show in Louisville, and that was probably the beginning of it for me. And then when he got his first chassis, my mom, she always talks about how I was about 9 years old when he bought it, and I'd go out there in the middle of the wintertime, and I'd be out there in a coat and boots and a pair of underwear, a pair of whitey tighties, just out there, just watching Dad work on it. I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't have it. I couldn't do anything, but I would watch him. And
is there any particular reason you just did it in your underwear, Austin? Ask me as a friend. So.
Didn't know any better.
They went too loud around Snake.
Yeah. No, that's fun. That's fun. You're lucky too, Austin. I'm into this because of my dad, and he's my best friend because of pulling, and without a doubt, 100%. Hey, Bradley Sturgeon. We don't have an official live stream this year. We'll be doing a lot of live streams on Beer Money Pulling Team, but this next year in 2024, this will be a pay-per-view event. And we have some new equipment, and we're just not quite ready to test it out on our own yet. We need to have a good summer with the Outlaws, but this event will be everywhere. I can promise you that. It'll be on every platform we have at Beer Money, as well as FL Pullers. So we'd rather have you in person, but we understand if you can't be there. But we will be live on YouTube and Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram all weekend long to promote the event and to tease people what they're missing a little bit. So that was one of the questions we had in the thing. Austin, who do you guys pull with? Are you part of a particular organization in Kentucky that you pull with on a weekly basis in the summer, or do you guys just kind of bounce around?
We used to be. We kind of bounce around. We kind of follow a sled more than anything. John Waldrop has the Dragon Wagon. Is it? It's Dragon Wagon.
Double W Pullers.
Yeah, Double W Pulling. We follow him. We do Litchfield. That's the Grayson Pullers in Litchfield, Kentucky. Sugar Creek Mini Pullers in Smithland, Kentucky. We go there quite a bit. We just kind of roam around.
Yeah, our club's last club we were in, it's South Central Pullers, based out of Franklin, Kentucky. Just kind of at a standstill right now, so we've just been following John around.
Yep. Now, is your class kind of are there national rules for your class? Can you guys pretty much go about anywhere, or is it kind of region specific, or what are you used to, or what do we normally see?
Well, we run a bigger cubic inch limit than a lot of states do. We're 410 cubic inch.
Okay.
Other than that, everything else about the same.
Gotcha. That was one thing I was curious about. If anybody has any questions for Ricky and Austin Thurby, please throw them in the comments there on the chat on the side, or Jacob and Brandon. If you want them to start up another tractor, make some tractor noises, turn on the blue lights, whatever. Jacob and Brandon, they'll do that for you. If you got any specific questions for John and Rob as well, our president and vice president of flpullers.com. And they're really, with the Facebook page and the website, all the information's out there for anybody that has any questions. But if everybody's not getting through to anybody, you're not doing it right, because I know the Facebook messages are getting answered daily. And I know stuff's going on with the website as well. But if anybody's having any issues or anything, please let us know, because we want everybody to know what's going on. Brian Adams says, "What's up, boys?" So.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours. Him and his dad, they pull with us.
Okay, cool. Are they coming down?
I don't think so. They were wanting to, but I don't. The way Dad talked, Greg, they weren't going to make it.
Nope, I understand. It's all good. We can we'll get him on the hook for next year. So the goal is to really the goal is this year to put the biggest spotlight that we've ever had on this event from a social media standpoint. I've talked to Rob and John off the air, and that's why we're teaming up with them, and to really turn this into, just let the whole world know about this, the whole country, and then get it built up every year more and more, and keep bringing it on, because it's already a quality event, but not everybody knows about it, and that's why we're helping them this year to kind of take it to the next level from a promotion standpoint. So, and having you guys on like this is great, because you're going to share this video around, and that's how it all works. We're all in this together. We're all in this together, and the more people watching and comment and question it and things like that. And again, man, pulling in Florida in January and February and March just kind of makes sense, especially if you live in the Midwest or the Upper East Coast, and you're freezing your canoonies off. So it's all good.
Except for Floridians are in t-shirts right now.
What's that, Brandon?
I said I don't think anybody else except Floridians are in t-shirts right now.
No, that's your dad's always, every time I talk to your dad, he'd be like, yeah, what's it like in Wisconsin? I'm like, oh, it's -10. He's like, yeah, it's 60 here. And I'm like, you can shut up right now. So it's gonna be okay. So
We had 62 sunshine yesterday here.
yeah.
Oh man, heat wave.
Yeah.
Now it's going to rain and be 40 degrees for the next 5 days. So
Oh God.
Oh, we're almost 80 today. Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, when we landed, we left Madison this morning. It was in the single digits, and then landed in Charlotte, and it just kept getting warmer when we got off the plane. And in Miami today, I had my beer money pulling team sweatshirt on, and that came off right away because it got warm quick. So it's all good. So I like to wear my beer money stuff though in the airport. I always have at least one person that recognizes me, like, hey, you that tractor pulling guy on Facebook? It's kind of fun and fun to meet people from all over. So we were in Dominican Republic a couple years ago, and a guy came up from Michigan, and I might have been drinking that night, and I gave him the T-shirt I was wearing, and my wife was very proud of me because it was right in the middle of the resort at supper. I took my shirt off and gave it to him, and then I didn't have a shirt, so I had to buzz back to the room. So it's all good. So.
oh man.
But he said he would cherish that shirt forever. So Brian Adams says would like to come down next year and hang out. Brian, would love to have you come down and hang out. It's a great event, fun time, good people. Cassie Thurby says send some of that Florida weather to Kentucky, Rob. So.
That's my wife.
Is it? Okay.
We'll see if we can't box some up and send it over to her. Or come down to Zellwood and
Well, she'll be coming down with us too.
we want everybody to show up at Zellwood with a smile and leave with a smile. That's what our goal is.
Oh yeah.
Guys, are you coming down? I missed the show early because I don't know if I told you I opened up the show, then my computer died. Are you guys kind of treating it like a vacation, the Thurby family, or are you just coming down just to pull?
Just to pull.
Just pull.
Some of us still have to work every day.
Yeah. He's retired, and I still got to go to work.
Well, that's what's great about being a dad, Austin. So don't ever call them old. Call them legends. Okay, that's respectful to say somebody's old.
Hey, you hear that, boys?
Yeah. I think you still got to be nice sometimes when they pay for everything. Jacob and Brandon, remember that. Okay, so you can talk more smack when you pay for it yourself. I'm guessing. So it's all good.
Yeah, I've heard them call him other things. I don't know. That it ain't legend.
It's not legend.
Weird.
Not at all.
Oh, I love it.
No,
I absolutely love it.
I told him when I get mine done this year, he better watch out next year because I've made some improvements to mine. I said I'm gonna be gunning for you, old man. That's what I told him.
I like it.
My son's pulling an old 2-wheel drive truck right now, and we just redone it and done a whole lot to it, and he's gonna be at Zellwood, and he's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been part of all this too. My dad and I pulled in the same class for 4 or 5 years, and there was a lot of smack talking. And announcers had a lot of fun with the two of us because we get a little animated sometimes. So it was always a good time.
Jace, I tell you what, one of the best that V8 tractor the boys are pulling right now was my dad's.
Yep.
I built the V8 tractor, which is still running, redheaded stepchild. My dad and I pulled, and we were running point series. We both ended up winning the same, so we had the same points the whole year.
Wow.
It went to footage. He beat me by 2 feet.
Oh, man.
I said, now that's pulling right there. I loved it.
That is awesome. That is pulling. That
Yep.
is pulling.
Oh,
It's fun. That makes it. But it is truly such a family sport. And I think you're going to, for fans, whether it's your first time or whether it's your 30th time coming to the track at Zellwood, you're going to feel that family. Rob talks about it all the time. Rob One talks about it all the time. Just come up to a puller. You can sit in the truck. You can sit on the tractor. Do whatever you want to do. These pullers are going to be super happy for you. And there's nothing better, you guys, than a kid running up to you after an event or your pull, or want to sit on your truck or sit in your tractor and take a picture with it. And that's the kind of stuff they put on their fridge at home or they put in their room. And if you're a puller and you have hero cards, bring them marker. because there's going to be a lot of kids there going around. They want some autographs. There you go, Rob. Yep. They're going to want some autographs. So it's a lot of fun.
That's my new one. What do y'all think about that one?
It's hard to see it.
Well, hold on. Let me make you bigger. I'll put you. I learned how to do this on my phone now. I can slide things around. So there you go, Rob. There you go, buddy. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of your sponsors, Rob? Who do you got in the back?
White Site Development, Classic Glass and Studios, and South Bay Automotive. That's my sponsorship and Rob's bank account.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
That's what
Chris,
I need, sponsors.
I
Chris
learned,
Costello.
I learned, they don't come to you if you just walk up and sometimes you just ask and sometimes they'll throw some money. If you put their name on your tractor, it's free advertisement. I mean, or it's advertisement. So a lot of times they get a break from it, for a tax break.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask people. And pullers ask me every day how they get sponsors, and start with people that that own businesses that you can help. And don't everybody's like, well, how much do I ask for? Well, I said there's no set dollar amount on stuff like that. Start small, give them something value. I like to if I'm a puller, if you're watching, you're a puller. You can set your truck or your tractor up at their store. If they have a customer appreciation day, or maybe they have like an open house or something like that, something having a pulling vehicle sitting outside is really, really neat to promote an event. So Chris Costello's joining in. He says, I love the Zellwood, Florida pull. I'll be there Friday. I've been coming the last 3 years. So Chris, where are you from? I'd like to know that. And then please, Chris, everything you see posted on FL Pullers Facebook page, share it around. And Austin, I saw you doing that on your Facebook group already. That makes me very, very happy. So thank you for doing that. Because that's how this all works.
Yep, that's just trying to get the word out, and we're excited to make it down this year. And I'm hoping if I don't have mine done for this year, I will be there next year with it and with his again. I'm wanting to go to Ship. I want to go there and then hit up Zellwood again. So,
yep.
Right now is kind of our downtime in Kentucky. We don't really pull. Thanksgiving's basically our last pull, so this is kind of an opportunity for us to maybe get a little head start on some of the guys in our area. We can go down south and pull and get some bugs worked out and be ready for them when our season starts in March.
Yeah, the mini rods have really added a nice addition, Austin, to Ship Shawana, the Midwest Winter Nationals. For noise, it breaks it up a little bit. That's a lot of diesel smoke, obviously, indoors. But we did make one mistake, though. We let the mini rod start up and drive to the sled Saturday during the day, and oh boy, that didn't take long. The small box to fill that building up, you were crying, your eyes were watering. So that night, then they picked them up and they hauled them up to the sled. They started there, but they put on a really good show, and that's a really mean track at Ship. So if you do come there, Austin, I mean it. It'll be one of the toughest tracks you ever pulled on. Tucker put some juice in that clay. I don't know what it is, but all the small block guys are saying, "Man, I didn't bring enough gear, or I didn't drop down enough." So, Rob and John, Rob won, and John, Chris is from Davenport, Florida. How far is that from Zellwood, guys?
About an hour.
About an hour. Okay.
Straight there, 27 in my 4 area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm going to ask when I'm announcing in a couple weeks down there is like, where are people from? I'm curious to see how many people are from Florida, how many people from out of state. So, Ricky, I talk too much when I interview and I don't listen enough sometimes. But did you say, are you guys coming down for a full week, or are you just coming down just for the pull?
Just for the pull, about
3
or 4 days, be about all.
But it'd be a nice little break.
Yeah.
So
It's
if you are
about
coming,
about 12-hour drive for us.
is it Ricky? Okay, yeah, it's about 24 hours for us. I think we figured out. So we're gonna pound it out. We're bringing our merchandise trailer down, so we have to drive. I don't think I could that won't fit in I won't be able to check that baggage on the airplane. So we're just gonna get. We're gonna create some social media content and we're gonna go.
Yeah, but
John Graham.
It's all downhill, so it'd be good fuel mileage.
Yeah, I mean the wind will push us both ways uphill, so it's all good.
I hope
John Graham's. John Graham. See you guys Friday and Saturday, February 3rd and 4th. We're coming from New Jersey with 3 minis. See, that's the kind of stuff that gets me excited to see people coming from New Jersey. When I hear New Jersey, I just think of the mob. So make sure we're nice to John because he might have some people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So be nice to John.
I had a guy called me this week from Michigan that's down in Brandon, which is about 2.5 hours from us, that's coming up just to watch our poll.
That's great. That's
You
great.
heard
I like
about-
to tell.
Heard about it through the live feeds and stuff, so
Wisconsin.
watch it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. When you were at Ship, Trent Vandervelden that was there at Ship, he's got those 3 minis. I believe he's coming down. I've talked to him because he's going to be traveling down about the same time we are. And I was like, well, we exchanged phone numbers in case you guys have any kind of trouble for, behind you or ahead of you, something happens. And because I know they've got a fairly new baby they've had. So, it's always good to have a network of people too, that if you're all going to the same place and you're fairly close to each other, you can rely on somebody to say, hey man, I need some help.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's nice.
No, I've been trying to talk about it. Zellwood, I talk about it on every show I do. We hit TikTok pretty hard over the weekend. I had 4 people videoing at Ship, and some people are focused on YouTube, some people are focused on Instagram, some people, all the platforms, and we were all talking about Zellwood because you think everybody knows about it, but they don't, and you never assume that anybody knows about it. So that's why, honestly, Austin, you making that Facebook group makes me very, very happy. You're posting about it and sharing it up there because. What I hate, Austin, when I hear somebody say, oh, I'm not going to post on my social media. I only have 10 followers or 100 followers or 500 followers. Nobody's going to see it. That's not true. Because if you're interested in that poll, like if you clicked on something over here related to Florida polling and then the algorithm finds you and all of a sudden that your post might appear on your Facebook page. We joke about it all the time. If I say roller skates right now, I'm going to look at my phone an hour from now and there's going to be an ad for roller skates right on the side of my and that stuff is very real. So, instead of pretending that the CIA is out to get us, actually it's just a bunch of advertisers trying to sell us stuff. Let's just run with it and use it to our advantage. And that's what we've done with social media. And everybody, the pulling social media has really taken off the last couple of years. We've been doing it for 10 years, and everybody made fun of us the first 5 or 6 years and told us we were so stupid, wasting our time. I was like, I don't care. I'm having fun. And now all of a sudden, maybe Jason wasn't a dummy. It's kind of I kind of giggle every now and then. So it makes it a good time because when we can get on a show like this and have a couple thousand people watch it and reach that many people in a week, easy. That's a low number. I'm trying to stay conservative, but it's good. It's good promotion for any event. Good promotion, and then have pullers like you coming from Kentucky and talking about it, and then having pullers like Rob. I don't know how far Snake lives, a couple hours away. Rob, how far do you live from the track in Zellwood?
5 miles.
5 miles. So it's his hometown pull. It's his hometown pull. John, how far do you live from the track?
7 miles.
7 miles. Okay. So,
7 miles from the house, and I take my camper to every pool because we just camp out for the weekend.
It's safer that way. So.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is safer that way. Ricky, wildest ride. So mini rods, I love mini rods, and I'm not just saying that because you're on the show tonight. They're fun to watch. I think you guys are all a little bit crazy. Like one nut is a little loose upstairs because of the horsepower to weight ratio on those tractors. But they are by far the funnest to watch. I feel like light super stocks in your class, the horsepower to weight ratio just really. You got to be a damn good driver. First of all, you guys wrap your junk right around a motor, which I go, oh, that's woo, right? So unfortunately, Snake was able to reproduce, which is it's amazing feat in itself. And I love it when he's not on here. He's sitting in his garage right now, just going like this. I'm gonna kill Schultz when I see him. But what's some of the wildest rides, Ricky, you've been on personally?
Well, a few. I've had it up on one wheel before.
Have you?
When we went to Greensburg, you had it up on no wheels.
Yeah, I've busted bell housing before.
Okay.
Ouch.
Austin, do you have any pictures of the no wheels? I'd like to see that.
There is a video. I'm trying to think of who has that video. I actually think Brian and Greg, Brian's wife Missy, she does some really awesome pictures and takes videos usually at the pools, and she got a video of it. She was at the end of the track, and I was sitting in my tractor just watching him because I went before him, and he got out was making a good pass on the track, and at the end of the track, it just got a little bit out of shape, and it doesn't take a lot, and it hit that buckboard on the sled and just kind of picked it up, and then when it picked up, it just wanted to jump. He had a fun season last season. We went through was it 8 rear ends?
Yeah, about 7 or 8 sets of spider
Yeah,
gears.
7 or 8 sets of spider gears where we finally figured out what we had going on the rear end, but it was every weekend.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a commitment.
Well, and this one here, when it goes wild, it's just
Yeah, don't let off of it. Yeah. Hammer down.
And then it even harder.
It'll stay
Yeah.
out and keep on rolling.
yeah.
But your mind,
Both run big tire, right?
Yes.
yeah, big tire, yeah. And mine's I'm not a real high horsepower motor on mine. I'm just mostly coming down for fun. Just say I've been there. I know Rob, he'll kick my tail forward.
Everybody's hooking on the same track, and everybody can make mistakes. I tell you what, a low horsepower tractor is usually harder to drive than a high horsepower tractor, because if you're trying to get everything hooking and getting down the track, so you want that off. Where a high horsepower tractor is going to be spinning them, and you can actually work it a little bit, but a low horsepower tractor sometimes will bite if you can keep it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still old school. I still run old flat tapping cam.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, that makes it fun, Ricky. That makes it fun. It's fun just to go pulling. It really is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It really, really is. So,
Well, like
Austin, go ahead, Ricky. Sorry.
like when I first, like I told you a while ago, back in the '80s when I first started doing pulls and got the what I called the lust for it. So stays in your blood, like I say a while ago.
Yep. It doesn't leave you. Austin, what are some of the wildest rides you've been on your Mini?
I've not taken, not yet. Last year was the first season I had mine together, and 2 seasons before that, I did some driving. Me and him would swap up some, and then I did some driving from him at the end of 2 years ago. The end of the season, I did some driving for him. He had surgery and he couldn't drive, but when we went down to that Litchfield pool, I took a pretty wild ride, and I had it up on one wheel. It was pretty wild, but I guess I'm kind of like him too, because I broke the rear end too because I didn't let out of it. You were talking about different classes, there's an old you guys probably, I mean, all of us have heard of Army Armstrong.
Yep.
Back in the day, he always said that mini rods were like the sprint cars of pulling.
Yep.
And I think the only other class, if I could ever afford to pull it, I'd pull a light limited super stock because they look like a lot of fun too.
Yeah. They put on a really good show up in Ship Shawana this past weekend as well. So, yep, for sure, 100%. Jacob, Brandon, what does the Zellwood? I mean, obviously your dad is very involved, and you guys are very involved. But what's it mean to you guys to be part of something to this magnitude? Really, where the whole country is tuned in and coming to Zellwood or going to be watching or interested in your event. What does that mean to a couple young fellers like yourselves?
To be completely honest with you, I don't know any other way to do it. I don't know what to spend any other time other than working on these things and going out there and ripping them down the track. It's just something that we grew up with. I mean, our grandpa, dad, Uncle Rob, everybody's always pulled, and it's just, as soon as we were born, there's always a story that my dad always likes to tell. When I was little, I would never want to listen to that V8 crank. I'd run in the house with my ears plugged, and I always said I'd never pull it. It's too much for me. I turned 16 and a lot of things changed.
Did you ever go outside and watch it in underwear like Austin? Any chance?
I don't exactly remember that.
Okay, fair enough. We can start a story.
Hey, Brandon. Now, when Brandon, if we couldn't find him, just walk out to the barn. He's sitting on a tractor out there somewhere.
Yep.
Tractor making noises.
Yep. He was always
Jacob?
simulating a turbo tractor or something. He was always going on with it. That was fun.
Hey, Brandon, besides your own tractors, what are some of your favorite classes to watch?
I really enjoy the V8 class. I'm kind of biased opinion, but it's just really nice to see that class grow. And we really don't have that many. So just seeing one after another come in and join our classes and really like make it competitive, because it gets kind of boring race pulling up against yourself after a while. But getting some people in has definitely got me interested.
Yep. Good deal. I like it. Well, you guys are doing a good job with the Facebook page and helping out with everything. I really appreciate that, guys. So
Always.
thank you very much.
I always thought it was.
Oops.
It's
Go ahead.
like that M sat in the barn for a while. The slow stuff kind of grew away real quick.
It's coming back.
Yep.
But it'll be at
Coming
the pool.
back. Good deal. Good deal. How many times do you guys get hooked to tractors in a year on average?
We normally bring 2 to 3 tractors every pull, so I can't tell you exactly, but we hook quite a bit during the year.
Okay, good. Is it pretty much just Zellwood, or where else are you guys able to go?
We try and hit as many places as we can. Just like flywheelers is so far away, and we're always doing something that weekend. And
we're both still in high school, so we're both involved with FFA and all that. And FFA is a full-time job, if you guys don't already know. But
do a lot of your friends that obviously they know you're involved in pulling? Are they going to be at the pool in Zellwood in a couple weeks?
So one of our closest buddies is Tyler, and he's actually got a mini rod that him and Brandon both pull, and they built together. And then he's got a 2-wheel drive that he pulls with Uncle Rob, so he'll be there. And actually, my whole FFA officer team, I'm the president of the team, so our whole officer team will be there doing all the concessions. Well, most of the concessions. I think we have 2 or 3 other vendors that are going to be there, but we'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, popcorn, candies, all sorts of stuff there. But yeah, pretty much everybody in my friend circle will be there. Well, our friend circle.
Yep. No, that's good. That's good. That's how we got to keep the youth involved, because that's one thing we talk about quite a bit on our Let's Grow Pulling show is we got to keep the kids involved. How do we do that? So,
I mean, we start pedal tractors are actually still sitting in the barn, but we start on pedal tractors, and look at us now.
Yeah.
It grows on you pretty quick.
Is it James Tyga? Is that right? Or Tiga? Am I saying his name right? Hey, Jacob and Brandon. Do you guys know him? Does that ring a bell?
I'd have to see a face. I'm not very good with names.
That's okay. That's it. Gary Holton says, "Are you the boys that brought that cub for the kids to the pool?" Question mark.
Yeah.
That used to be our tractor. We used to split it back in the day.
So we went from that cub to now share this V8 with Brandon. I started pulling it, then he started. Oh, I want to pull it. So now we went from sharing the little Cub Cadet to now we share the V8. But yeah, we bring it'll be there. We'll have the Cub there. That way, if the kids want to pull it or whatever. So.
Gary Holton said he's the one who fixed the kill switch for you. That's who Gary is.
Gotcha.
If that rings a bell. So.
Yep.
Good deal. Rob, that's one thing, John and Rob, that you guys do a really good job is to get the kids involved with that. Can you guys talk about that little club tractor that you have for the kiddos and when they can pull it and stuff?
I believe that one's on the Facebook page. It's an orange Cub Cadet. It's called Pure Meanness. Rob actually thought of that name for Jacob whenever we first built that for Jacob to pull. And
we might be able to walk. I don't know if the service will work or not, but we can try it.
You might as well. We have nothing to lose, so it's up to you.
It's still back there collecting dust.
But like the boys said, we started them off on pedal tractors back in the day, and they've just grown up and progressed through the years. They went from the pedal tractor to that Cub Cadet there, that one there, Pure Meanness, and then they went up to Jake went to a Farmall H, which is behind that one there. That's the Jacob's H he went to. Then he went to the M, then up to the V8.
Are you gonna clean out the shed, guys, and bring everything then to the Super Bowl?
There's
the tractor's either in pieces or it just doesn't run. That's actually my little Oliver 66. That's what I started out with. And people don't realize you learn a lot just by a little slow tractor. You learn a lot.
You learn how to use the brakes. That's important.
You learn how to hammer down on the throttle and have a big old smile on your face.
I mean,
Yep.
you learn the basics of bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Garden tractor and with an you learn the basics when you start out that way. So when you get to the modified, you have the basics in your back of your head. So you know it. I mean, you just gotta understand now you got horsepower, but you still need the weight where you need it for your traction and everything. So
who needs brakes? Who needs brakes?
Old Rob too.
Right.
Old Rob too coming through with some knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah, his son, as soon as his son's old enough to push down, hell, even to hold a steering wheel, you know that guard tractor he has is going to be out, Little Snake.
Oh yeah.
A little, I think I'm gonna name his tractor Little Snake. So
There you go.
it's gonna be fun.
There you go. That's a good name for it.
Yep, I like that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and like Jason was saying earlier, those two boys right there are pretty much the heart and soul of our club. They are out there working on that track. Jacob runs the grade tractor. Brandon usually runs a roller. They are constantly out there working. Every work day we have, they're there helping some way, some shape, form, something.
Yep.
They've been
I
there.
like it.
We've had them. I've had them up there when they were little. Couldn't even hardly walk. I had them up there at the track.
Yeah,
I love it.
back in the first club that we got in '99. After that was the West Kentucky Mini Pullers, and I had a couple of that, and I pulled it a few times, but I got more enjoyment out. He bought a 350 Honda Rancher, and I got more enjoyment of pulling everybody off the track. Hold on, I got to grab this real quick. One year at one of the banquets, I was designated pull off man, and they gave me this plaque.
That's awesome.
But they gave me that at our banquet, and ever since then, I was like, I got more enjoyment of probably helping out on the track. And mom would get scared. I'd flag the track for mini rods. I was 13, 14 years old out there, and then they said when I turned 16, I hopped on his yellow mini rod, and we were at a pool in Illinois or Indiana. We were off somewhere, and
I would say, sir.
yeah, I think it was in Cesar, Illinois, and it was just on from then.
Yep. You're hooked, literally, Austin. You are hooked. Tim Bowen's watching from Ohio. He says, are you guys going to the Kissimmee the following weekend? Is there another pool the following weekend, guys? I don't know.
Yeah, there's Osceola County Fair is having a pull the next weekend.
Okay.
One day pull, Saturday only. But yeah, I think
Great little pull. I mean, it's just in and out. You're there. They got a good track. Same sled that ours will be there. So yeah, it's a neat little pull.
Good deal. Barb Waller. Brandon would sit on the tractor for hours when he was around 8 and take them apart and put it back together. Aw. I like it.
that's my mom.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
our sitting in the house watching the live right now.
It was too cold out here. Got the fire in there burning.
Oh, I love it. Well, guys, we're 2 weeks away, so I mean, it's time. Like I said, everybody, if you've been watching the show, please share everything around you can about the pool. The big thing is just really for the spectators, letting pullers know that really anybody's welcome to come down and pull and have a good time. I keep saying come down because I'm coming downhill, as Rob would say, from Wisconsin, but I'm sure there's some people in Southern Florida that are going to go up, but everybody else is coming down. So the time, the money, the commitment that pullers have to come out and put on a show, it's unparalleled, and they're just great people, all pullers, and they just want to put on a good show and have a good time. And when they're on the track, they're competitive, but man, as soon as they're off that tractor, unhooked from the sled, it's all about they would help out a fellow puller, anything they can do to help them get down the track, and that's what makes it great. That's what makes it great. So
that's what I try and tell everybody. I try and tell everybody, Jason. I tell them, I said, yeah, if y'all come to Zellwood, I said, if your tractor, your truck, or anything is needing something, we're there to help you. We'll run, get you a part, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter. We'll try and get you on the track. If you're pulling against me, come on, because I want that truck out there pulling against me. But now when the chain gets tight, I'm not going for second.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Thurbees, thanks for coming on tonight. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Please share this around with everybody. Do a good job promoting. And I'm asking all the pullers, keep sending your pictures in to us at the FL Pullers Facebook page. Mitch is bringing the red balloon. That was 2 shows ago, but Mitch Pierce has a clown costume. Oh my God, it's scary. So I don't know who did you guys have a guest last week when Chandler hosted the show, John and Rob?
No.
Okay. So we had the test passes in Shipshewana last Wednesday night. We were down there recording those. So I will do this. I'm going to do the show from Barbados next Wednesday night here. So as long as I got good internet down there. So it'll be my first live show from Barbados. So
Don't forget your charger.
Yeah, I won't. I'm going to go buy one, guys. I got to do my real job too, even when I take vacation. So it's all good.
And don't be surprised if you show up in Zellwood, but then I have a charger in my hand for you, Jason.
That's fine. I dish it out, but I also I deserve it when I get it back. So don't feel bad. So. Yeah, Rob says they busted my balls again last week too. Rob, your balls are just meant to be busted. You've earned that. When you're Rob 1, then you get it. But right now you're Rob 2. So you just have to. Everybody has a place in society, Snake. You just need to know where you belong. So it's all good. So. Now Rob's Snake's a great proponent for the FL pullers, especially the mini rod class. There's a lot of good minis out there that aren't blown, and they deserve a place to pull, and it's the highlights as well. So, and I'm really, it's so cool to meet you, the Thurbees. You guys are good people, and it's a lot of fun. So,
thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. John, Rob, do you got anything before we let everybody go?
Just pre-registration. You only got 2 more days to get it postmarked and get it into us. It just has to be postmarked by the 20th. They can get to us whenever, but Friday's the cutoff day for it. We've actually had a lot of pre-registrations already sent in. I think my wife gave me a count last night. I think there was 12 or 13 pre-registrations for the first year doing pre-registration. I think it's pretty daggone good.
Yep. And for those of you that are like, what's this pre-registration thing? Can I still come? No. Yes, you can. You can show up that day.
Exactly.
This is the Super Pull, and they're just trying to make sure if you can get ahead of the line, if you will, by getting pre-registered. It makes it a lot easier the day of the show. So.
Yeah. All you got to do is, if you pre-register, all you got to do is show up at registration, just sign the waiver, and boom, walk right out, and you're done. Just let Des know, hey, I'm here. That way she knows you're there.
Yeah, she'll give you your number and your membership card for those that have already filled out, sent in the membership. She's already got the card filled out for you, everything. So when you get there, she's going to give you your number and your membership card for the poll.
Yeah. And we'd like everybody to get there as soon as they can. We know registration's closing at a certain time. We don't want registration closing at 12, isn't it?
Yes, 10 to 12.
Try and get there early and get that registration done. That way we're not. And if you're going to be on the road, we know mishaps that happens. People traveling. Pick up a phone, give us a call. We'll go ahead and fill your information out. That's where pre-registration helps out. But just give us a call. We'll get you on the sheet, and that way we'll take care of you when you get here. So,
well said. Well said. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all in a couple weeks, February 3rd and 4th in Zellwood, Florida, for the Super Bowl. Have a great night, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. See ya.
Thanks for showing up, guys.